If you're automating tasks one by one, you aren't automating anything, you are just slowing down. The real power of Python comes when you can handle batches of data. Imagine grabbing 500 leads from a spreadsheet, filtering out the bad ones, sending email to the rest with just 3 lines of code. The only thing you can use in doing that is called the list. Hey everyone, I'm Abdul, and welcome back to Automation Learners Lab, where I document my journey learning Python from scratch, video automation workflow publicly, and turn this skill into real project and income. If you ever want to learn, build, and using Python or automation, hit the subscribe button. Let's be on this journey together. In the last episode, we mastered string, and today we master list. List is the tool that allows your code to scale from handling one client to handling 1,000. Without much, this is a practical series. Let's dive straight into our Python terminal to see this in practical. So let's go in. So let's start off with what's our list. Think of string as a box that holds one thing and is list as a shipping container that holds many things. Unlike string, lists are mutable. That means you can change, edit, swap, and update its content. We construct lists using brackets, this, and a comma separating the elements in them. So let's start by creating a list. So this is exactly how a list looks like. They are created using brackets and a comma separating them. This is exactly how lists look like. Let's add more example. So it doesn't matter if it is a string, list, number, whatsoever. List carries many things in it. So these are number, these are words, these are mix of number and string with booleans. If you are scraping data or pulling from an API, those data comes to you in a form of list. Just like string, lists use zero-based indexing. That means if you want to access the client in my database, you can use this. Let's see. Index. So you can. That means you will be able to access it using the zero index. That's indexing. So, but in automation, slicing is your best friend. Maybe you have thousands of transactions you made. If you want to access the true recent transaction, you can use it. You can do this by accessing it. Let's see. So 1,000. So let's access the first true transaction in this list. So as you can see, we're able to access the true recent transaction here. So let's access this 3,200 here and the 200 transaction made here. So you can do this. So as you can see, we're able to access this two transaction here. So that's the power of slicing. So get good at this, because at the long run it will help you when it comes to building your first boot or building a real project in automation. So let's move on to the next thing on our list. Here's where list bit string, because its ability to of mutation, it can change, edit, and update its content. This gives it the power over string. So let's take an example. Ability. So as you can see, we're able to change this into another thing, converted mic. So that's the real power of mutability in list. Maybe you have a lead who reply with the mutability of this, the mutability character of list. You update the list status. Maybe you have a fade API with this character. You remove that stuff out. So this is a very powerful character of a list. And now, up next to the next thing here, boy B, some useful method. So sorry, I made a mistake here. It's append. So as you can see, we're able to add a new property here, a new client here, using this method. So let's say we want to process our recent add up. We use this method here, so it processes this element here. Maybe we'll have someone subscribed from a newsletter, so this method here gives you the ability to remove an element from a list. Let's say I want to remove Sarah. So as you can see, we're able to remove Sarah from the list. So append is the most important one. You'll be using it every single day if you're creating bots or in your real automation. So let's move on to the next thing on our list, which will be nesting. If you use anything Zapier, you have seen this before. Data really comes to you in a flat list. It comes to you in a layer. This is called nesting in Python, a list inside a list. So let's take an example. So you can see we have a list inside a list. This is the structure of your API, and when you scrape data, this is how it comes to you. So let's access the price of Villa 1, Villa A. So we can do that with so this is it. This is how we run this. It looks, maybe it may look complex to you, but this is just coordinate row 0, column 2. This is exactly how we process CSV files and spreadsheets in Python. So let's move on to the next and the last property, last list here we'll be handling before we run out of this, because this is taking long. Which is list comprehension. This comprehension is one of the most one of the features that make Python famous. If you can master this skill here, you'll be better than 50% of beginners. So let's take, for example, if you have prices and you want to add tax on those prices using other ways, it may be 4 to 5 line of code. But if you are using list comprehension with a single line of code, you can run this. Let's take an example of this and see. Let's say we'll have this 300, 400, 320, 140, 140 and 700. So let's see, taxed price. So P, and these are tax we would like to add on its prices. So we'll do it this way: for P in prices, print so this is very nice. With just a single line of code, you are able to add this tax on its prices. So let's take one example, then we'll take our leave. Maybe you scraped a bunch of email from the web, and some of the email are missing the @ character, and you want to create a bot or try to clean this data. So let's use list comprehension and do that. So let's say emails, you have at gmail.com. John at gmail.com. Let's say Mary I'm getting exhausted, that's why. I'm sorry, but let's end this here. So this is how we do it. Pay attention, please. Let's see. Form and emails. If the add character email and sorry in E print valid. So as you can see, with just like one line of code, this is powerful. In one line of code, we just built a data cleaning bot. So it cleans out those email without the add character. So this is very nice and cool. So that's all for now. Hey guys, that is all for today. But note, lists are the backbone for every automation. Whether you are queuing up WhatsApp messages or filtering real estate listening, you're going to use list every single day. In the next episode, we unlock the real power of data structure with dictionary. That's the tool we use in handling JSON, APIs, and real powerful stuff. Hit the subscribe button, like, and drop your comment so that I'll see you in the next video.